You know you're walking on thin ice in the dating pond when you can't even score a single chick. But hang on a minute. How does that bozo down the street manage to snag the hottest ones? He's not even a solid 3. What's his secret? This is one of life's greatest mysteries that continues to haunt the male brain. Before you start picturing your future self, take yourself out on a date all alone. Know this, you are the better looking guy, but he has one thing that you don't, yet, and that's skills. You've got to work your way around women like a smooth operator, knowing what to say and when to say it. So take notes. These are the 10 skills that will get women addicted to you. Before you start, hit that subscribe button. Number 10. A little less tongue. What do we mean by that? Listen up and listen well. That's exactly what you're supposed to do. Less talk and more ear. Don't hog the conversation by prattling on about yourself. It's a standard error the male species makes. This is not a talk show, and you're not the main guest. Not letting your date chip in with the conversation creates a gap as wide as the ocean. You might as well be on different continents given the gulf it creates. Let her have the mic and the limelight and the guest seat. Let her spill out her inner world. Master the skillful art of lending an ear. Don't think you can get away with fakery. Cultivate a genuine interest. Connect. Ask questions. Get her giddy and excited. Given the choice between being interested and interesting, pick the first one. The second one will lead you to pick up the tab while your date leaves halfway through the meal. This is a well-kept secret known only to men who possess the highest level of skill with women, so practice. Number 9. Turn your glance away. Look away. Now, it's a fail-safe move that works like a charm. This is an ignoring tactic that has been practiced by quality men since their cavemen days. But beware. It's preceded by a very important factor. For this move to hit its target, it's vital that the woman is interested in you in the first place. There is nothing on this planet that brings on the chase faster than a woman feeling ignored. It's a little like bait and switch, except that it's not. Get the mood spinning by letting the conversation roll like it's running smoothly on well-oiled wheels. And just when things fall into an effortless rhythm, withdraw your warmth. The idea is to create a need and an insatiable hunger for attention and affection. It's like tantalizing her with her favorite snack by dangling it in front of her. Except she can't take a bite. She will go bananas. You can also take it up a notch by stretching this phase of ignorance for 3 or 4 days. If she shows concern, know that you've bagged her affection. You will push all the right buttons, and this will make her fall for you hook, line, and sinker. Number 8. Keep your options open. It's a bad idea to zero in only on one lady, even if she is the hottest prize every man is out to get. You've got to keep other eligible women on your radar as well. Keep your options open. There are other fish in the sea, and you need to cast a wide net. Pay attention. This is the roadmap you need to dazzle a woman in the romance department. Otherwise, you don't stand a chance. Step 1. A little push and pull dynamic doesn't hurt anybody. It might even be your best friend. In the end, pour into her emotional cup and give her all the time and energy she craves. But here's a little caveat. Pull your energy back immediately after and start doing the same verbal volley with other women. Get the dialogue spinning with other chicks before you speak to her. Rinse and repeat. Psychologists know that a spark of jealousy works like magic if you're to pull in the attention of the object of your interest. Her reaction will tell you all that you need to know. Number 7. Put a full stop. You need to bring your social skills up to speed if you want your lady love to get plugged into your special social socket. How do you do that? Think about it. What's the unknown X factor that keeps someone hooked to alcohol? What keeps someone reaching out for that bottle on repeat? It's not the morning over hangover. Cross that one out. It's the feeling of happiness and rapture that the lad is running after. You've got to apply the same logic to getting a woman addicted to you. Pull out all the stops when you engage her in conversation. But then, just when things get interesting, attempt to cease it. Full stop and period. She will display all the happiness and excitement of a kitten that is high on caffeine. It will keep her stuck in a loop, and that's exactly what will draw her back to you. She'll want to recapture the same feelings. Congratulations! You're on your way to becoming her #1 feel-good drug. Number 6. Ooze leadership skills. It doesn't take an Einstein to figure out that a man who has a good head on his shoulders and oozes confidence and charisma pulls in chicks like a magnet. That's because women know that he's the kind of man they can count on to make sensible decisions. Develop your leadership style. Number 5. 3 minutes is all it takes. You need to spend decades wooing a woman to have her head over heels in love with you. It takes a lot less time, like 3 minutes. What you're about to learn is a highly sought-after skill, one that will make you rule the roost in the dating universe. Familiarity no longer breeds contempt. Familiarity makes people fall in love, and the psychologists agree. The 3-minute theory hands you the formula for the ultimate success in love. Remembering her name is the name of the game, except you're not playing any games. Names, not name-dropping, are important here. When the woman of your dreams reveals her name to you, you have 3 whole minutes to let her name roll off your tongue during a natural conversation. This is how you will lay the first brick of your castle of love, the foundation of trust. This is how you both will become familiar. Do not exceed that number under any circumstances, or you'll sound stalkerish. The idea is to make her familiar with you, not to make her reach for that pepper spray. Number 4. Flash that smile. But be subtle, be nuanced. Don't beam at her like a clown every time she opens her mouth. That'll make you look deranged. In order to score that hot chick, you've got to become a communication wizard. It's not just about stringing words together. You've also got to pay attention to your facial expressions and body language. Recent research shows that nonverbal cues make up about 70% of your communication. A slight smirk playing along the corners of your mouth when she speaks to you can work more magic than a barrel of laughs. It will put a positive spin on her perception of you. Not just that, but it will make all kinds of ideas spin in her head about your approachable personality. Your fun and coolness quotient will go way up in her eyes. Speaking in a monotone minus a smile will make you appear about as interesting as milk. So add some spark with a smile. Number 3. Familiarity is fundamental. Building familiarity is the glue that will keep any woman glued to your side for attention and affection. So put your best foot forward. There are 1,000 ways to build familiarity. There's no single approach. One of the best ways to accomplish that is to keep those compliments coming. Who doesn't love a sincere compliment? It's a good pick-me-up for any chick. Compliment her and see for yourself. Instant mood lifter. Dishing out compliments will not only pump up her vibe, but will also make her list your profile permanently in the drawers of her mental filing cabinet. Now, when you're out and about with her, take a mental note of how she has adorned herself. Take in all the details from her jewelry to her outfit of choice without making it obvious, or you'll look unhinged. Notice her unique choices that set her apart from all the other sheep and compliment her on them. There, you've just figured out how to secure a permanent spot in her mental database. You're no longer a male blob without an identity in her eyes. She knows who you are now and will remember it well. Number 2. Fish for a fitting topic. You've cast the net and you've landed a mighty catch. Now what? Picture this. You're out on your very first date and the scene is all set for an epic evening. You don't want to let it go all up in smoke because you broached a stupid topic. The conversation zone is a potential minefield that can quickly knock you off from the hunk to mindless moron category in a matter of seconds. So it's time to use those brain cells and fish for the right topics that you both agree on. If you do the opposite and enter gray areas, or worse, approach sticky subjects that you don't see eye to eye on, things can quickly spiral from 0 to 100 in a matter of seconds and make her despise your existence. So tread carefully. This is dangerous terrain. Number 1. Drop some gifts. Whoever said women don't need your presence, they need your presence did not know where it's at. But first, grow a spine and some boundaries. You don't want to give off sugar daddy vibes, or even more pathetic stevia daddy ones. Go easy on the candy and bougie buys like cars. You don't want to pile pressure on her to return the gesture. Know what to give and when to give it. You can't go wrong with a tasteful bouquet of flowers for your first date. After you're done with the gift giving, it's paramount that you demonstrate your care and respect for her. It's what matters in the long run. Always remember, if a woman shoots down your advances, you've got to move on with assurance and without losing hope. Drop received in the comments below if you've received the message in this video.